fans, Anthony Davis has agreed to the richest contract extension that we've seen in the NBA history. So he's gonna make about $68 million a year, but that's only if the new CBA goes up to 7%, the new TV deal that the NBA has agreed upon with either ESPN, TNT, all the networks, you name it, this is going to be on TV. So it's supposed to go up at least 7%. So if it goes to 7%, AD is going to make about $68 million a year. Now, if it doesn't, he's still going to get the full max, but it won't be that $186 million that 3-year contract extension was supposed to be. And this is a great move by the Los Angeles Lakers. And also on top of that, we got some Christian Woods update as far as the 14th roster spot for the Los Angeles Lakers. But we're going to break down this Anthony Davis news real quick. So Anthony Davis, this is a great move by him and the Los Angeles Lakers because right now we don't know what's going to happen with LeBron James. Go James. We don't know. So as far as right now, next year, as far as guys that are going to be on contract, we're going to say when LeBron does opt out, because most likely LeBron is going to opt out next year because he's basically this is LeBron's possible final year in LA. You got Anthony Davis, you got Austin Reeves, you got Rui Hachimura, you got Gabe Vincent. Those are going to be the 4 guys under contract for the Los Angeles Lakers. And after that, you're going to have a bunch of roster spots open because there's a bunch of guys on a 1-year deal. And also plus our 2 rookies that we drafted this past year for the Lakers, which I could possibly see that as far as them being packaged with D'Lo or possibly even Jared Vanderbilt in a trade package to go get a marquee guy, either a free agent or whatever. But as right now, we're going to stick with this Anthony Davis news. So Anthony Davis re-signed his contract for 3 years, $186 million a year. He could potentially make up to $68 million a year with incentives as far as games played, as far as all NBAs, as far as all stars, and as far as points and rebounds and stuff like that. So Anthony Davis, so he's going to be pushing to play a lot of games now because these all NBAs, these matter to these players because that's how they get paid. That's why Ja Morant, he lost on $50 million about last year when the little weapon incident that he kept having his weapon in his hand, and then he lost on $50 million because he was suspended, and that plays into it. That is all NBA. You have to have a minimum amount of games played. Now they changed that. You have to play at least a minimum of 65 NBA games to be qualified for all NBA team, and that's a lot of these guys' money. Those incentives that y'all don't know that are included in on these players' contracts. So for Anthony Davis, games played is also included in on his contract as far as incentives. So Anthony Davis, let's going to be honest, he is the best rim protector in the game. He's possibly the best defender in the game, next to Jaren Jackson Jr., next to Marcus Smart. So he is up there as far as defense, and he sets the tone for the Lakers defensively. That's why it was so important to get him locked in and get him taken care of. And as much as I call him brittle, Mr. Glass, always damn it, the dude has played more games than Paul George. He's PG-13 or whatever, always injured. He plays more games than Kawhi Leonard, who's always hurt and game managing himself. He's played more games than Kevin Durant, who always chokes in the playoffs and always gets hurt in the regular season. He's played more games than the great Steph Curry. But Steph Curry has played, and he still plays at a high level, but he's had some unfortunate injuries that's kept him out. So Anthony Davis, he's been playing. He's been playing more than those guys. Now, he's still been hurt. He still keeps them little knick-knack injuries and some injuries that you wouldn't think keep you out for a month. It keeps him out for 2 months. But at the end of the day, when he comes out and he plays, he is dominant. When his mindset is right and his motor is right, he's going to do things like this, be aggressive, run the floor, have a post game. And I need to see Anthony Davis in the box more as well. I need to see him be better passing out of the double teams because he struggles with that. He'll either pass it out of bounds or he'll just pass it and he'll get a turnover. I need Anthony Davis to work on that this offseason. We'll see him in the boxing ring trying to be in better condition, be in better shape. But I need him to do certain things and stay off the floor too. I need him to do certain things that's going to help his post game, help him in the box, help him with his passing ability. Because the thing is, Anthony Davis, he needs to work on his mid-range a little bit more and his three-point range, especially the 3, because he was killing from the 3 a couple years ago in the bubble, and we haven't seen that same 3-point percentage, and maybe that's an anomaly, but I just want Anthony Davis to get better at his game as far as being a box player and as far as passing out of double teams. Once he does that, Anthony Davis will be he will be fine. But the problem is, though, like I said, he has to stay healthy. He needs to do certain things that's going to keep his body in shape, keep him from getting them nagging injuries, do certain workouts that's going to keep him from getting them injuries, eat certain foods that's going to keep your body right and kind of prevent you from getting them injuries. That's why LeBron has been able to play for so long, because he eats the right foods, he does the right workouts, he does certain things that keep his body from getting a certain type of injury. But he can't avoid certain injuries because the dude's 38 years old. He's going to be 39 in December, in year 21, which is phenomenal, and still doing things like that. But as far as Anthony Davis, is a great move by the Los Angeles Lakers, because we got to remember, y'all, before LeBron came, there was no star walking through that door. The Lakers went years without going to the playoffs, without having a star, without having a marquee free agent. They would meet with him, but they would not show up. So the fact that LeBron came to your door, and when LeBron entered your door and he came through, remember y'all, he was the 4th seed before he got hurt, and then we all know it went to hell straight then. But then he recruits Anthony Davis to come to the Lakers. Now you got your 2 stars. You know what happens out of that? We instantly win the championship, and we also had a right roster that was built around them with Dwight Howard and McGee and Alex Caruso. Now we fast forward to this team. Now we got Taurean Prince, we got a Austin Reeves, we got a Rui Hachimura, we got a Vanderbilt, we got a D'Lo, we got a Gabe Vincent, we got a Cam Reddish. So the Lakers have a lot of depth right now, and only thing, so this is the 14th and 15th roster spot that they have to take care of, and they want a big man because they need a big man that's going to go next to AD. And there's one thing I want AD to realize though. AD, the best the Lakers are going to be is you at the 5 spot because you're a great rim protector, and we can also go small. That's our small ball lineup. So we'll put you at the 5. We'll put Vanderbilt at the 4. We'll put Braun at the 3. We'll put, who knows, Austin Reeves at the 2. And we'll put Gabe Vincent at the point. There's so many things the Lakers can do when AD is at the 5. But thing is, most likely because the Lakers are going to get a center, so AD's going to go to that 4, and he's going to be a roamer. But the thing is, though, I want Anthony Davis to realize this. Yes, we need you to be the 5. But at the same time, you being the 4, does it help us? Yes, it does. But at the same time, sometimes we need you to play the 5, bro. We need you to get nasty. We need you to get on the boards, and we need you to rim protect. But what we've seen with the best version of Anthony Davis is when he's at the 4 spot, when you got a Dwight Howard, when you got a JaVale McGee, because he'll able to roam. Even when we've seen it in the Denver Nuggets series, when you put Rui Hachimura against Nikola Jokic, because Nikola Jokic toasted Anthony Davis. He cooked him. So when you put Rui Hachimura, who's got good low body strength, that when Jokic tries to move him, he can't move him that easy. Because you know why? Because Rui Hachimura is a pretty strong, naturally strong dude. So now with Anthony Davis, what does he do? He's the roamer. He played off of Aaron Gordon. So when Jokic tried to go to the basket, AD like, I'm ready to pack your stuff and send it right back to you. So then now, as we go back to that Lakers team that we had with McGee and Dwight Howard, AD was phenomenal. He led the team in scoring, he led the team in rebounds, and he led the team in blocks. And the first time in LeBron James, the second time, because one time it was Kyrie Irving. It's the second time now that a player outside LeBron James has led the team in scoring, and it's Anthony Davis. So, yes, the Lakers do need to get another big man. I say probably get 1 or 2 because they got enough guard depth at this point. So, go in and get you a Christian Wood. Go get you resign a Tristan Thompson or trade for JaVale McGee, who right now the Lakers are probably waiting in certain trades because everybody's waiting to see what happens with Damian Lillard right now. Trades has stalled because everybody's waiting to see what Dame Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers do because most likely it's going to be a 3rd team or possibly even a 4th team involved with that trade. So who knows? The Lakers could be even involved with that. We never know. So right now, teams are stalling and waiting on that trade. But as of right now, JaVale McGee in Dallas, they are out on him, and JaVale wants out, and the Lakers are rumored to be a possible destination for JaVale McGee, who I would love to see back on this Lakers squad. And like I said, Christian Wood, he has been a guy that I keep hearing names about as far as the Lakers big man, and the Lakers want him, but the only thing they have to offer is a vet minimum. So now as we transform over to Christian Wood, I've heard a lot of rumblings about Christian Wood. This is from not just the Lakers players, and also from different organizations as far as players. Christian Wood is not, I've heard he's not a good teammate. And a lot of Lakers players are worried about him because of his defensive effort. They're worried about can he play team basketball. And those things are right because if he goes to the Lakers, this is going to be his 8th team since he's been in the NBA. And this dude is still young. He's in his 20s now. So he's bouncing around from team to team to team. And I've heard a lot of rumors from different organizations and players as well that he's not necessarily a good teammate. And that's something that we don't need in this Laker locker room. Yes, Christian Wood is a guy that will give you 17 and 8, who'll shoot the long ball. He's got a nice post game, but at the same time, for this Lakers squad, we don't need you to just be a guy that's going to be in the box sometimes. We got LeBron, we got AD, we got Austin Reeves, we got guys who can who go get you a bucket. Now, as far as Christian Wood, we could use him as a guy that, hey, go shoot the long ball. We're going to spread the floor out. And when we have possibly just LeBron on the floor when AD on the bench, that way LeBron can have all the room to operate, or with the D'Angelo Russell have all the room to operate, with the Austin Reeves who got all the room to operate, and we kick it out to long ball shooter because we could possibly have a lineup with Christian Wood, Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, Austin Reeves, Gabe Vincent, Taurean Prince, Cam Reddish. I mean, you can do so much with this line. That's why I love the way that Rob Pelinka, shout out to Rob Pelinka and shout out to Jeanie Buss, they did a phenomenal job rebuilding this roster to where now team is gonna be even better than what it was last year. We also gotta realize too, as far as Christian Wood now, He's a guy, like I said, he doesn't want a minimum contract. He doesn't. But you know what? You got to take what you can get right now because nobody's knocking on your door. Nobody's calling you right now. So, and the Lakers do want you, but they can only offer you a vet minimum, and they want you to also change your attitude and also be willing to play team basketball. And you got to realize, too, we've had guys who got vet minimum contracts, and they went on to get big paydays. Starting with Malik Monk. What did he do? Minimum contract, went to Sacramento and got that cheese, got that bread. Dennis Schroeder, vet minimum contract. What did he do? Went to Toronto, got over $20 million, got that cheese, got that bread. Christian Wood, you could be another possibility. Change your attitude, be a team player, be able to shoot the long ball like you've been doing, and play team ball and give more effort defensively. Because it's the thing though, he's a long defender. He can rim protect if he puts his mind to it. Because he's got the talent to. He just doesn't want to. He wants to focus more on offense, and that's not what this team needs as far as a big man. We need big men who are going to be able to defend and rebound. So when we put AD at the 4 spot, AD can be that roamer. Because we're going to have to deal with Nikola Jokic now. We are. Nikola Jokic smoked us in the playoffs. Him and Jamal Murray. He swept us. So now, what does that tell the Lakers? We got to have some big man depth. That way we don't put AD always at the 5 against Nikola Jokic, and we can have him be the roamer. He can play off for Aaron Gordon. He can play off for Michael Porter Jr. And like I said, this Lakers team is going to be so much better than what we seen last year. Now, we also got to expect this. Anthony Davis and LeBron James are going to miss games. They are. LeBron is going to have them little knick-knack injuries. Hopefully he doesn't have that foot problem that he had this past year. Hopefully an injury like that doesn't come up. But LeBron is going to have them little knick-knack injuries only because of his age and the mileage on his body. Dude's going to be 39 years old this year in year 21, which is phenomenal. And I still expect him to be great. So now I expect LeBron to play about at least 50 to, I say, about 61 games. Maybe he's going to miss at least 20 games. Now Anthony Davis, we don't know what Anthony Davis. He could, like I said, when that contract, that All-NBA, that All-Star games, the games played, that counts towards that $68 million a year that he wants and that he signed for, and that $386 million contract extension that he signed for. So he has to be able to play games, and I believe AD will play that. I believe AD, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, I believe AD will play at least a minimum of 65 games this year. I do believe that. And with that, even with AD or LeBron now, or possibly even both, the Lakers have so much depth over at the guard play, and hopefully add another big or two, that they will still be fine because Reeves can run the show. D'Lo, we brought him back. He can run the show. I believe Jared Vanderbilt, he's going to get better. I believe he grew like 2 inches over the summer too, and I see him working on his long ball shot. I see him working on his offensive talent, just shooting and stuff like that. So I expect him to be better. Rui Hachimura is going to be Rui Hachimura. Taurean Prince is going to be Taurean Prince. He's a great 3-and-D. Cam Reddish is going to be a guy who's going to be a bucket. He's going to give you effort defensively. He's going to run the floor. So, like I said, and Gabe Vincent, just come on now. I mean, he's a long ball shooter, bro. So, this is going to work, bro. I believe in this Lakers team. I believe this Lakers team can make another deep postseason run and possibly get to the NBA Finals. I don't see them getting swept. I see them making another deep postseason run and getting to the final. I know it's early on, but I'm telling y'all, I believe in this Lakers team. So now with Christian Wood, like I said, we got a 14th and 15th roster spot now. So the Lakers do want him. They want him. But the thing is, he's got to be willing to sign that vet minimum. If he don't want to, then oh well. I want JaVale McGee anyway, me personally. But Christian Wood, I wouldn't mind having on the team. But you know what? I don't need a guy on my team who doesn't focus and put no effort defensively, and he just wants to play his style of basketball. That ain't going to work with the Lakers because the Lakers, we've established a defensive mindset with Darvin Ham as far as how we had Jared Vanderbilt. We had Shooter. We had Rui Hachimura. We got AD. Even Braun will give you some defense sometimes. We got guys who want to play defense, and we are an established defensive team. Now we got Taurean Prince. Now we got Cam Reddish. We still got AD. We still got Vanderbilt. We still got Rui Hachimura. We got guys who still are able to play defense. So and even Gabe Vincent, who was an underrated defender. So we don't need a guy who don't want to play defense. Keep your tail over there. Keep your ass over there. We don't want that here in LA. So if the Lakers end up getting Christian Wood, hey, I'm all for it. I'll embrace it. But I prefer JaVale McGee. So, Laker fans, y'all let me know what y'all think, man, as far as the Anthony Davis news and the Christian Wood news. Do y'all want Christian Wood in LA? And how do y'all feel about this AD contract? I believe AD deserved this contract. He got what he wanted. He brought LA a chip. And also, without him, we don't make the Western Conference Finals like we did this past year with him and Brian being healthy. So, let me know what y'all think, y'all. I believe AD, we could possibly build around him. But at times, he shows me that he's not that number one guy. Sometimes Brian has to be that. And Brian shouldn't have to be that at 38 years old. So, So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Leave me a comment in the comment section. Like the video. Got more Laker news on the way. I know I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. And like the video and hit that subscribe button. We almost to 2K subs. So go ahead.